Jumbo Africa. We, as the sober Africans who are regarded as enlightened, we have to take the blame as well that we have kept quiet in the name of being known to be always politically correct. Like I'm saying, slavery was a crime. People were kidnapped from our country against their will, and they were made to go and labor in a foreign land without pay. That we cannot condone and say now they are oppressors, they are the thieves that stole them are now saying they are free. Now we need to be jubilant and celebrate freedom. There is no freedom. There is no freedom because we don't know why were they snatched from their ancestral land in the first place. And the very same thieves who stole our people are saying they should be given reparations, and we are totally against that. In fact, logic is totally against that because you can't determine that what is good for me is so many dollars. We don't care about your dollars. All we want is our people to come back and claim their land, because what is happening now, once the moment they were taken, some whites came in here and took land and they called them farms. We never had farms. We only had land for everyone in Africa. They called them their farms, and they fenced them in, and they were given names that this is a farm that belongs to so and so. And you wonder as to why were our people taken and replaced by people from Europe who came here and take a land and farm. Now, we've tried to drive them away from those lands. We are failing. But we have a new trend now where we see people from the East. The Chinese are here. The Pakistanis are here. They are here for our land, for our resources. And we are still quiet. We cannot, we are scared to say, let the real owners of this land who are stuck, suffering in a cold, very cold, icy environment in America, which is not good for Africans. Let them come back and be in Africa and decide whether they want this land or not, whether they should come back and decide whether they want to give their land to these foreign white people who came from Europe or from these Eastern people who came from China or India, who are here now in our land, taking the country over, taking the land over. And we are just being the good Africans that we are. We always love strangers. We always respect strangers. We always give strangers the best. Even if we cook a meal, we will give the best part of our meal to strangers, because we, as Africans, we believe strangers are a blessing. But these strangers are not a blessing. They are thieves. They've come here to destroy us. They've come here to kill us. They've come here to enslave us. Now they are enslaving us in our own land. And because we are a kind of people who don't quickly see things, as they unfold. But they are not going to succeed because our children are talking. We might be naive, but our children are not naive. And I know what happens when we wake up and say no. They are going to say we are xenophobic. So I am begging you, black people in America, you are not going to find peace in that land of thieves, of people who came here to steal you, and you want to associate with them. They will never like you. You can be the judge or the attorney general, but they will never like you. They will make sure that you suffer. They will use you like Barack Obama in order to catch our strongmen, Colonel Gaddafi and others, because without him they wouldn't have done so. So you will be used, while it's still convenient, but You can never be Americans. You can never be Americans. You've got to have to get that in your head. So let's build this big ship that will be ferrying our people back and front from America to Africa and from Africa to America, because slavery has made you men of two worlds. You belong in America, not by your choice, but because thieves decided so. So we are saying, don't relinquish that title of America, but come back to Africa as well, because Africa needs you. And if Africa bleeds, you will have earthquakes, you will have thunderstorms, you will have bad, extreme natural disasters, because Africa is crying for its people. So you need to make that tour. If you can't sponsor it, we will raise funds in order for you to come home. Just once in a lifetime. Maybe you may not go back, we don't know, but you should know that as the generation of slaves, you have a unique right that does not belong to any other person in the world, that you can go from Africa to America without a passport just because you are you. Those are the reparations that make sense to us, that these Black Americans, so-called Black Americans, but I always call them Africans because they will always be Africans, that were stolen from our land, their children should be allowed to go between America and Africa without being asked a visa or anything, or even come to home free of charge in those boats that I'm talking about. And this will make sure before I die, it happens. I need your help. All those people who think they've got a lot of money, people like Floyd Mayweather, the boy that I like too much, Floyd Mayweather, Haney, that other boy, Devin Haney. But I don't like Devin Haney because he beat my friend's son, the guy called Olisa Ndongeni. That's my best friend's son, and his father was a good stick fighter. He used to beat us when we were fighting with sticks in the rural areas of the Eastern Cape. So David Haney, you will pay for what you did to my brother's son. I want you to build a huge ship that will ferry all the Africans in America to come and till their land in Africa. This other boy, all these boxers in America, the good ones, I want you to use that money to build this huge ship, and we will register it under the flag of Malawi. So let us come together as Africans and show whites that they don't have to dictate terms to us. They don't have to tell us when to come to Africa or when to go to America, because that's exactly what Malcolm X was saying in 1963. He said, we should not wait for white people to give us equality. For us to be liberated doesn't mean we should be equal to whites. Whites will never be equal to us. We are better than them. We are more of human beings than them. So they cannot be better than us. They are people who go around and cause chaos and snatch people in their homelands and make people slaves. Africans don't do that. It's not in our nature. All we need is to nurture people, make people happy, and look after each other. So I'm not going to waste my time talking ill about whites, because white people don't matter to me. All that matters is that I get this message across, that every African in America should wake up and smell